personal fit. Today we're going to tackle legs and back. So body split routine. Legs are always challenging, right? We're going to throw in some back with that as well. This workout fits nicely with the workout that goes out during the same week. That really handles like chest, shoulders, and some arms, bis and tris. So perfect combination when we're at like 2 days in a row back to back. That's a great way to do that, to split those up, or take a day break in between. So anyway, if you've got dumbbells, they work great for this routine. Kettlebell, but if you don't have any fitness equipment, let me run through just a little list of items you'll want to gather to get to this routine. First of all, we do have a couple movements on the floor. So I recommend a mat or even a towel that you can lay down. Secondly, if you don't have dumbbells, guys, gallon jugs can do the trick, and I'd recommend maybe 2 to 4 gallon jugs. So you can have 1 in each hand or maybe 2 in each hand, all right? If you want a little heavier weight, during this routine we have like rows and straight leg deadlifts, so a row RDL combo. We've also got front squats with this routine. I'm gonna make use of a backpack, and I only have 40 pounds in there. You could put more in there, but it's just a little heavier, so it'll give me a little more of a challenge when I'm doing my row RDLs or my front squats. So if you, listen, it's not a tremendous amount of weight, but at least if you use good form, you can kind of challenge yourself a little more with the backpack. So I do have that off to the side. The other item is going to be possibly optional tubing. Now you can use a towel for this also, but we're going to go through the lying pull down. If you've seen these in the past in the videos, you're familiar with that. If you haven't, guys, we're going to lay in a prone position, we're laying on your stomach, and we're going to mimic a pull down. So you're just driving the elbows, crunching the back, but you'll be laying down, okay? Tubing works great for that because it gives you that little extra resistance, but a towel works great too. So if you have a towel, you kind of pull the towel apart, pull it into the body, and you really have to think about the back, trying to crunch that as you pull in. When we get to the exercise, I will have a video clip of that, so you can see that exercise performed in real time. And I'll do this entire workout with you in real time. Again, if you have tubing, which if you don't, guys, I encourage you to get some. They're not real expensive. You get a couple different tensions maybe for different exercises, but they're so functional, and man, you can take them anywhere. I mean, they're super light. Pack it in if you're traveling for business, vacation, whatever. For this lying pull down, I'm going to go ahead and wrap around this pose, guys. You'll want something really stable, something heavy. You don't want to put on like a chair where you can pull the chair into you. So make sure you have something sturdy to anchor this to, all right? So I'm just going to wrap this around here just a couple times, and we'll bring it down. Kind of keep it out of the way for now. All right, so let's get started. I'll put the circuit up on the screen. You can see that circuit. Guys, I'm going to recommend 2 to 3 rounds of this. All right, and we're going to start out with a kind of a neat exercise. It's going to kind of get the posterior chain, the glutes and the hamstrings engaged, as well as kind of working through that back. So we're going to do a bridge pullover. Let me show you that. So again, I'd encourage a mat, just because when you bridge up, you're kind of up on those shoulders a little bit, and that rotation can kind of aggravate that a little bit. So I'm going to get a mat out. I'm then going to grab some gallon jugs, and whenever you have weights down low here, and guys, listen, a dumbbell, a kettlebell, anything, or a bar would work, okay? When you go to get your weight up, guys, I wouldn't recommend reaching out to the side and pulling up to really strain the shoulders. So get it in tight to your body, and I just kind of curl up off the floor, and then we're here. Elbows, guys, I do not want you locking your elbows out on this, okay? I see a lot of where it looks like the arms are super straight. Listen, with the back, actually, if you bend those elbows just slightly, you're going to be able to engage those lats a little more, okay? So now I'm going to bridge up. So I'm trying to get those hips up high, get the glutes, and now we're going to go about 15 of these. We're just going to come over and then squeeze up right over the pecs. 1. And you should feel a little squeeze here in the lats. 2. 3. Getting our legs warmed up. 4. Slow and controlled. 6. 7. If you touch the floor, that's fine. Just go slow. 8. 15, and I can kind of feel the back stretching out and the glutes firing up. So we're gonna get up now. Won't need this mat for a minute, so I'm just gonna push this off to the side. Our next exercise, kind of a neat one for legs. You don't need really any weight or anything with this. We're gonna do some lunge kicks. If you have lower back issues, herniated disc, things of that nature, you may want to just do a knee drive rather than extend that lever arm out. I like the kicks, but if you have lower back issues, it can pull in a little bit. So I want to reel that in a little bit, keep that lever arm shorter, less stress on the back. All right, here we go. So how this works, we're just going to step back, maintain good form in your lunge. So when you step backwards, you want a nice, as close to right angle as possible. And that generally reduces the stress on the knee, which is kind of what we're looking for, right? So let's do about 15 of these, all right? So I'm just going to step back. Remember, the way that goes back, that arm comes forward, and then we'll kick the opposite hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 11, 12. Okay, that was 15. Feel that leg a little bit, and excuse me, let me tie this. All right. Now we're switching legs up, so you're not working the kick leg, you're working that planted leg. Okay, so we'll switch them up. Here we go. So we're back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5. Woo! Really felt that one. Wow. All right. Okay, next is a front squat. Don't have to use weight at all. You just use body weight, but I'm pretty sure that most people be able to use 1 or 2 gallon jugs in each hand. All right? I'm not for the backpack. Guys, you can do a goblet squat if you have a kettlebell. Front squats, you have dumbbells. I'm gonna grab this and use the backpack, kind of like a kettlebell. Bring it in here, kind of hold up. 15 squats, here we go. 2, don't hinge forward. 'That was 15. Feeling the legs. All right, I'm gonna set this weight down. Guys, next one is a bent over row, straight leg deadlift. Okay, so if you have a barbell, those work great. Dumbbells work great. Gallon jugs work great. I've got a backpack just for a little more weight. So let's try this, about 15 of these. Watch your back. Your back is straight the whole time. You're hinging from the hips during this entire movement. Okay, hinge over, do your row, hinge up, hinge over, get your row, hinge back up. Do not round the back, and don't worry about going all the way down, hitting the floor with your weights or your hands. Back straight. Here we go. All right, so I'm hinging forward, Okay, I'll set that there. Guys, next one, alternating curtsy lunge. All right, so we're gonna try to focus a little bit more on the outside of the legs with this. Make sure you get a nice step. So sometimes when people do this the first time, they really short step this thing, and they get down and they feel kind of weird because it's hard to do a lunge with your feet so tight. So make sure you get a little depth with that, just a slight crossover, and we're gonna alternate those around 15 with each leg, okay? So follow my lead here. Here we go. So just a slight crossover, and then we'll hit the other side. 1, 2, 3, opposite elbow to knee. Driving up that front leg. Whoo! Wow. Feeling those. Shake them out, and I can feel it along the outside, and that's where that kind of missizes, okay? With that kind of that crossover where you're driving up, kind of hits the, which is a little more challenging to hit with a typical lunge or squat because medial wants to take over, right? Hey, next one, we have a warm row on one leg. You may want a chair or a wall nearby on the grounded side. So the leg that's in contact with the floor, put something on that side to kind of help with balance. Guys, I'm gonna try to use the backpack. It may be a little heavy for these. Really focus on your back with this. That foundational leg, you're gonna feel, right? No doubt about it, unless you're really using a lot of pressure with your hand, but that's gonna work a lot. So I always try to remind my clients, people in my classes, to focus on the back. It's a lat focus, so you can get the benefit of the back here while the leg is supporting the body weight, okay? So let's go through this. Around 15 or so of these, right? So I'm gonna grab this backpack, and here we go. We're on one leg, 1, 3. Pulling towards the hip a little bit. Those are tough. Those were a challenge. Backpack is tougher anyway, whatever weight you put in there, because there's that dynamic of it hanging down, kind of like a sandbag. It has a little inertia to it, even though I'm trying to keep it real strict. It is challenging. All right, let's hit the other side. Boy, I could really feel the back there. All right, set that down. Guys, the next one is the lying pull down. So I'm going to lay a mat down here. And we are mimicking, as it sounds, a pull down. So like a traditional pull down on a machine, trying to crunch the lats, we're doing the same thing, just tilt the body forward, and you're laying down on your stomach, right? So a lat focus. Now the benefit of the laying down, the pro is you're going to bring the chest slightly off the mat. Don't have to exaggerate that too much, but it's going to affect the lower back also. So similar to our row RDLs, that kind of get the lats and the lower back and hamstrings, this also gets posterior, that posterior chain a little bit from just holding the torso up, right? So I'm going to lay down here, and we've got the 2 feet anchored to something solid. Now, remember, you can use a towel for this, and we'll show you that. All right, so with the towel, same body position, you're just pulling the towel apart slightly. So here we go. I'm up off the mat. I'm driving the elbows down, crunching the back. Back is burning. You can really feel those. I can feel the erectors in the lower back also. All right. So let me spin this man around, and we're going to start round 2. All right, and that was, I'm telling you, I'm feeling it, guys. That was just one round of that, and a little winded. The legs are tired. I can feel the back. Let's set these up for those pullovers. Quick drink if you want it. Okay. All right, bring the weights into your side if you can. Dumbbells. Yellow jugs, bring them up, boom, bridge up, and now we're just going to pull over elbows. You're soft to the outside slightly. 1, keep those hips up. 2, 3, was 15. And I'll tell you, I can really feel that lower back working on the exercise, especially after those pull downs and even the squat RDLs. Kind of gets that warmed up a little bit, so I can really feel that muscle engaging on this set. So we'll get these weights out of the way. We're up. We have the lunge kick, so if you need to modify to a knee drive, that's fine. We'll switch them. Here we go. All right, just 15 reps, just body weight. Wow. All right, next one is front squat or goblet squat. Here we go. All right. Let me set this right here. All right. Guys, next one, row RDLs. Here we go. Getting a little tired. All right, here we go. Don't lock the knees here either. Fantastic. All right, alternating curtsy lunge. 15 each way. All right. Make sure you have plenty of room. Here we go. 15 aside. Trying to stay square. Use that front leg to drive up. Okay, tough one here. One arm rows on one leg. $15. All right. I use backpack again. Remember, chair or wall, planted leg side. Might help a little bit here, especially as you get more and more tired. Sorry, boy, the weight spun on me a little bit and it threw me off there for a second. Whew, those are tough. All right, I gotta switch sides, and actually this side's a little harder. If you're right-handed, typically planting your right leg is more challenging. In my experience, people are better balanced with the left leg. Because with the right-footed, they use it to open doors and kick, so you've got a little more balance on the left side typically. All right, here we go. Here we go. Oh man. All right, let me set this over here. Those were tough. Just a real challenge. Okay, line pull downs. Here we go. Squeeze it back. Man, that was just 2 rounds through, but I'll tell you, I'm exhausted. Whew. So, hey, that was legs and back. And like I mentioned, just 2 rounds through that, my heart rate is racing. I can feel the back, I can feel my legs. Just a nice routine. So, I really hope you enjoyed it, got a lot out of it. Thank you for watching. This is Elite Fitness, bringing wellness to you.